Today on 5x5 Outdoors, sometimes you got to go outside to your driveway and fix the daddy shaggin' wagon to be able to get into the outdoors. In today's episode, I will be putting a new power steering pump in a 2010 Chevy Traverse. It's our main vehicle for getting the family up into the woods. If you don't like this video, don't have to watch it, but all power steering pumps are pretty much the same, so if you know how to do one, you can kind of do them all. Hope you like the video. Today we are going to be working on a 2010 Chevy Traverse power steering pump. So what I've done so far is I've jacked it up, taken the tire off, I turned the steering wheel all the way to the right, popped the tie rod, I just pulled that part off of the pump. It's a 10mm. That one up there, I just loosened it. It's a 16mm. And that's where we're at so far. Keep watching and find out what happens next. Can he do it in his driveway on his back? Okay, so you can see where the bolt used to be. I got it right here now. It's a 15mm, and I ended up using two short extensions, 15mm socket, and this ratchet. The one in the front, hiding right there, that one's actually pretty easy to get out. Basically going to use the exact same tools. Okay, as you can see, it's now loose. I've watched a couple other videos and there is no real way for it to come out right here. It's got to go up and over and come out down over here on the other side of the exhaust. So that's what I will be attempting to do next. Okay, that was kind of a pain. Let me flip this over. So it was sitting right up in there. You gotta wiggle it back and go straight back and over. I can't get a good angle with the cell phone, but you gotta go over the driver's side cat. And there's the driver's side cat. Once you go over the driver's side cat, it easily comes right out. It would be a lot easier if this had a lift, but not all of us have lifts. We have to do it in our driveway. It's kind of a pain to get it wiggled through there, but it is doable. Just keep trying. So when I took the old one out, I took the inlet part off, which is a 10mm. I'm going to try to see if I can get it back in there without taking it off. I like to leave the caps on until I get it in there. I'll let you know if it works. Okay, so it worked. I was able to put it back in without removing that. Now, oddly enough, if you look here, there's a bolt hole right under the one you need. I didn't realize that nor notice it taking it out, and I've been trying to line it up with that bottom one. It goes in the top. Now to get the back bolt in and hook it all back up. So as you can see, I did pull that. It is right in the way to try to get to that back bolt. So 10mm pops right off. Alright, so I got the hard line tightened back up. Now I'm getting ready to do the soft line, but before I even tried it, I took the hose clamp off and I locked it. So this way I can put it back on the hose, put the whole thing back on the power steering pump, and all I got to do is just squeeze out enough for it to unlock. Makes it a lot easier than trying to fight with it underneath there. Old power steering pump is out, new power steering pump is in. Put the belt on it and then bleed it. Alright, well, it's It's completely back in. I hooked the tie rod back up, started the car. Of course, I put the serpentine belt back on. If you don't, I looked all over the car. There was nothing showing the serpentine belt pattern. So I went on Google, found a picture of a motor, screenshotted it. It should show up now. All right, well, it's completely back in. I hooked the tie rod back up, started the car. Of course, I put the serpentine belt back on. If you don't, I looked all over the car. There was nothing showing the serpentine belt pattern. So I went on Google, found a picture of a motor, screenshotted it. It should show up now. And put the serpentine belt back on. Put the tie rod on, like I said. Started the car, filled the reservoir up, and just turned it all the way to the right to the lock, all the way to the left to the lock. Checked the fluid again, topped it off, went back to the right, went back to the left. Just all the way from lock to lock. That's the best way that I know how to bleed these. If there's a better way, leave a comment. That's just the way that I've always been taught on bleeding power steering pumps. Now you just got to put the inner fender stuff back on, put the wheel back on, and you'll be able to turn again. Have a great day. If you like this video, please like and subscribe.